Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Intimacy Chronicles. I am your host, Queen Jackie, and to my right...
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, the one and only Dr. Love. What's happening?
Okay, and tonight, to my far left, we cannot forget Mr. Sensational. You want to say something?
Got me when she came in the door. I forgot I was here.
Because you're always incognito, so that's why.
She's like, you get your ass up here and start this show.
I was nicer than that. I'm just saying.
Yes, she was.
I was just...
Well, I wasn't even there.
You were there.
No, when I walked out, he said, and hello, how are you?
Damn it.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I'm a cut to the chase kind of girl. I mean, what can I say? Would you have liked for me to say, come on, sexy, and get this show started?
Well, get your ass up.
Get your ass up and let's get it cranking. Hi, Van. Hi, Kathy and Mary. Thanks for joining us. Tonight is going to be a very interesting show. I'll have a few guests on here tonight. I'll have Nefertiti Femc, and she will actually debut her hit single Wave. And I'm also privileged to have the cast of Entrepreneurs of Baltimore, LLC, and the CEO, Bryant Foxworth, at the helm of that reality show. So also we'll have E.J. Warwick and Tony Bosco joining us as they talk about putting together the Entrepreneurs Anthem. It's hot. Wait till you hear it. You'll probably be singing it for the next couple of days because it's just that damn hot. So while we are waiting for our guests, I guess I should ask the fellas how was their weekend, because they kind of get their drawers in a knot when I don't ask. So how was y'all weekend?
Ain't that funny? We didn't get to ask that last Monday. Figure, let's kill some time. Let's ask them how their weekend was.
Yeah, let me act like I give a damn.
So. Damn! Well, damn.
I just figured I'd throw that out there, but
Queen
how was y'all weekend?
My weekend was chill, laid back. I really didn't do much.
Okay.
So it was real relaxful for a change.
That's good.
Real relaxful for a change. What about yours?
Went out on a date.
Oh.
So that was nice, and had some date activities.
Well, how did your husband feel about that?
Yeah.
So anyway, it was a great weekend with cocktails and...
I bet it was some cock and tails.
That's what y'all
but there was
now.
no salad tossing, I will tell you that. Okay? No shade, but I'm just saying.
I'm leaving.
Okay, Mr. Sensational, how was your weekend?
It was interesting.
And how?
I was invited to a scribble party.
Were you the guest of honor?
No, I was merely a visitor.
He probably was the main attraction.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I saw some things that defied physics and logic. And
tell.
And I was scared. And I'm going to need intense therapy.
You need therapy?
Yes, I'm going to need therapy.
Intense? You said intense therapy.
Intense therapy. I've got PTSD after that show.
So you weren't excited?
I was wow.
You were wow.
It was one of those things.
So it had to be pretty impressive.
It was, a car crash.
How many scribbles? How many scribbles?
There were several. Several
that defied gravity, huh?
And please talk slow. Don't leave nothing out.
You know what?
Because here's what I see. I see him getting ready to rub his nipples. So I'm just saying.
Don't fucking judge me.
No judgment.
Don't fucking judge me.
No judgment.
No shade.
It's a little bit of shade.
Had to have been there. I will say that there are some athletic feats that I don't know if I want to see repeated.
Well, you're working out, so it could probably improve your flexibility. I mean, if we're being honest. Not that kind of flexibility?
No, there was flexibility.
Okay.
Yes, there was a lot of flexibility, but yeah, I'm in therapy.
I could tell because you stuttering and
Yeah. God damn.
So you wasn't like, take it off. None of that?
No.
I mean, did you give up some dollars?
You know what? One girl broke a chair.
Oh, she should have got a big tip then.
She broke a chair. We were like, oh, that chair gonna break. And she jumped on the dude, and sure enough, something said, snap, snap. I was like, you know what? You earned that one.
Okay.
That one?
That was
you
hazard
just gave her
pay.
one?
You earned that one?
No, not one.
What?
Speaking, earned that one tip.
Which was?
Which was about this much. Just
You had a wide?
And that was it.
You can't never get the full truth from this guy.
Yeah, he
I tell
always
you.
tap dancing around.
You can't never get the full truth from this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody had to be a
Well,
fly
he had
on
a
the wall
wide,
to
he
see
said
that.
about this. So he had a wide and she
It's
earned the
about
tip.
that much. About that much.
Okay.
It's like, all right, that was an entertainment.
With 20s and ones.
And that was my... They didn't
A combination.
You know what? They didn't have ones in there. It was a little difficult to tip when they didn't have ones.
Okay.
Oh,
But I mean, overall, it was a nice show.
Okay.
It was a nice show.
That's cool.
So
You know what you do next time.
It was a night out with the fellas, so it was cool.
Bring your own ones.
Shout outs to everybody. You know, it was cool. It was cool.
Okay.
That's what's
So you had a adventuresome weekend.
You know, it was something different. You know, you gotta do something different.
Well, you're a single man, so you should be adventurous.
You know, there's a limit to every adventure.
Yeah, someone's off the market.
Oh yeah, sexy bear.
He's
over
in
here.
love. He's in love. Love.
Well, damn, bro. You got sprung.
I mean, now he all cheesing and act like the cat got his tongue. Well, maybe the cat don't have his tongue yet, but...
Oh, no, the cat been getting his tongue for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
I just somehow I just feel like the fucking barrage.
The barrage is
It's
coming
just
towards
for
you.
me. You know, I mean, geez, you know.
The cat will have
You know
his
what
tongue
you signed
later.
up for, brother.
Hey, I'm happy for that though. What's up, Terrell? But
Yeah.
I'm happy for that. There ain't no problem. I mean, hey.
So you're off the market. I mean, with inquiring minds, just want to know.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm off. If you ain't got me by now, fuck it.
It's over.
You don't.
It's over. It's over.
Oh.
Keep the panties for next season.
Next
And
season.
I doubt if I'll be available next season either.
So, have you serenaded the lovely lady yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how I did it. I went to her house.
You was outside on the knee?
And
You was outside on one knee?
outside? No, not on one knee, but I was outside her house.
Okay.
And she had just got out the shower, went into her room, and was wondering where this music was coming from. So the song that I picked for her was the one by Kendrick Lamar, Love.
Okay.
So I done opened the door, cranked the music up in the truck, and she up there looking like, who's that? So she raises the window, and I'm up there singing the song to her. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the first time she ever been in that, huh?
Can you give us a sneak preview?
I mean, oh, come on, man.
I mean, come on,
I
man.
want to hear this.
We want to hear how you
Sarah
gave
know
it
the
to
Persian
her.
Black. Let's hear it. Yo, come on, brother.
We y'all love to hear this.
Yeah, like to hear it. Here it go.
Come
on, man.
I don't know the song word for. You know, we never know songs word for word.
It doesn't matter. Just
You know.
put your own spin on it. Sing it. Just a couple of bars.
Yeah.
You know you're going to get put on blast when you came to the bed, brother.
Thank you.
No, I didn't. I
Yes,
mean,
you did. Yes, you did.
Come on, man.
How it go?
For our YouTube fans, come on.
I mean,
He sung outside the last radio show. He did a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Y'all
how
wanna hear
I
it?
go?
So being in a relationship make you punk out? Come on, man.
No, man,
Now,
fuck you.
see, we almost
make me
had it,
punk.
and then you had to go mess it up. Okay? I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
Well, how I go?
Oh, come on, man. Stop bullshit.
I wanna be with you, love me. I mean that. Well, how I go? Love me. I mean, I just gave you a little taste, man. I just gave you a little taste. You know,
A little taste.
I'm
Okay.
disappointed in you, sir.
Yeah, hey, you are
I
not
mean,
not my fan base.
Still,
I mean,
you half-assed on that a little bit. You half-assed on that.
I had, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, but you know the other song I told you, which is her ringtone, is the new joint by Tank.
Okay, what's
You know,
that?
so all right, so everybody knows that song.
I don't know that song.
You know,
Well,
that
sing
song.
it like we don't know it. Sing it like we don't know it.
Okay. How it goes? So the beginning. So it goes. If only you knew how much I do love you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and if only you knew how much I do love you. Yeah. So all right, so now everybody got a little taste. Everybody got a little taste.
Chocolate.
Teron, I know you watching. Yeah, your boy can also sing too, besides cook. Yeah.
I can hear the jewels dropping all over the
Okay.
I mean, you know,
I almost threw mine up on the table.
all right, damn.
And that's why I ducked.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little something, little something, you know, but,
Well, you heard it here, our very own Dr. Love.
Yeah.
You know, keeping us going with his smooth tunes.
gotta throw it in there every now and then. Gotta throw it in there
The
every now and
Quiet
then.
Storm is out today. He got caught up at work, so he won't be
Yeah.
serenading us with his jazz tunes and smooth grooves tonight.
Yeah.
Keeping the show moving. Tonight we'll have a special guest, probably around 7:30 or so.
Oh, we forgot
Queen.
about somebody. Brian, how was your weekend, man?
Brian's not singing, he said. My bad, we forgot about Brian.
See how she that's how she talks.
I'm not shady though.
She just
I'm just saying.
disregard
it
it,
was
brother.
pretty good. It was pretty good. You know, handle business.
As
You know,
usual.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So do we have everybody? Because then y'all will say I'm shady and I forgot somebody else. So tonight joining us will be Nefertiti Femc. And as I mentioned before, she will debut her hit single Wave. And then she'll also discuss the collaboration with E.J. Warwick and Tony Bosco on the Entrepreneurs of Baltimore anthem. So that's going to probably take place around 7:30, somewhere along that time. So in the meantime, I'm probably going to do a recap of last week's show because I had a question for you. But first, let me say hello to a few people that I missed. Hi, Vanita. Hi, Warren. Tiana. Let's see. Miss Barbara, Cree, Bennett, and Deb. And I got to say hello to my cousins. Hey, Shauna and T-Von. So last week, you know, we talked about a few different things. So I think one of the interesting things we were asking you about being your growth as far as relationships.
Right.
When we first started doing the show, you came from kind of like a hurt place.
Right.
So to watch your growth and to witness you being in a much healthier relationship, how do you feel about that? How is that for you now? I mean, because you sure have noticed your transition and how you present yourself now.
I think it was more of a factor of that. You know, when we first started the show, I had my view about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it may have came off as negative.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you've been hurt, sometimes the negative reaction tends to come off.
Mm-hmm.
It's not against anyone bad. The situation is just where the scar was so deep.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you really haven't had time to really vent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because every time, you know, you got everyday life, you know, bills, you know, trying to maintain your home, you know, the job or whatever. So, you know, you really never have time to really vent and get it out your system. So when I would come to the show and we would just say certain things, it was bad because it would just trigger.
Mm-hmm.
It would trigger certain memories. And it was not to downgrade any women, but it was more of like deep hurt where, you know, when you want to be loved and, you know, you throw yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
You practically give someone your heart and then they turn around and behind your back is spraying gasoline on it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not, you know, when you so in love, you don't feel the gasoline. You don't feel the wetness.
Right.
You know, you just think that it's just a smooth sensation, and then they done poured enough gas on you over the months, the years, that when they set it, it's so much on you can't even put it out.
Yeah.
So that's where I was at that place.
Mm-hmm.
Each time that, you know, we would do a segment on the show, I had to let it go. I had to try to let it go because I had to go back into my own setting. And my own setting is that when you have been hurt in a relationship, yeah, it hurts. You know, we're not saying that it ain't gonna hurt. Yeah, it hurts. But then when you allow it to keep hurting, that means that person who hurt you got control over you.
Right.
They're living their life freely, laughing, joking, the whole nine. Ain't paying you no mind, ain't even thinking about you. But the hurt that you dealing with from them, it's like that you giving them praise. So at that point, I had to stop and say, you know what? This person is out of my life. Done and over with. I don't want them, ain't trying to have them back. So why am I still allowing them to beat me up?
Right.
Mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So when I decided to let it go, I decided to move on. But when you move on, it doesn't mean that certain parts still ain't lingering in your mind. So, but between me and this new young lady, it's like we getting there. We getting there.
So what was your turning point?
As far as
the smile? As to make you want to move forward with someone else.
Well, it's one thing when someone tells you that everything is going to be all right, especially if you're in a situation where you feel like it's just you.
Okay.
When someone says everything's going to be all right, that's one thing. When someone shows you that they got your back and everything is going to be all right, totally different. You know what I'm saying? Women look for a man to say, I love you. And we says, okay, I love you. But
we want you to mean
it. But women want to feel it.
Yeah. And we want you to
They want to feel it. They want you to mean it.
Yeah.
So when you feel it, when the woman can feel it and they can see it and they can mean it, then that's when they be like, you know what? Not only did he tell me he loved me, he shows me. You know, you can say I love you all day, but when you show the woman, that's a different thing. So she has shown me. And don't get me wrong, it then went up and plummeted.
I know it.
And plummeted. You know, it's then plummeted. I mean, like straight to hell.
We done been on the phone.
We done been on the phone like, I'm on the phone. I got the phone like, Jack, you just don't understand, shorty.
And that's why I tell you, Mr. Sensational, listen, when he calls, I got to make sure I can sit down, put my leg up, because this ain't no 5 or 10 minute conversation.
Yes.
This is like an hour or more.
This then went over 2 hours.
So if I don't answer his calls, it's because I'm not at that place where I can sit down and put my legs up.
So you're saying that you need time to emotionally prepare yourself?
I got to...
Irrespective of if
I know where you're going.
Right now.
I know where you're going.
Did I go there?
No, you can't go there because
Did I go there?
what I'm saying is I need time to be able to sit down.
Just take that one. Just take it.
I can't take this conversation if I am driving. That's my point.
No, because
we're driving when you sit.
Because here's the thing: when you
let me tell you.
Let me tell you. If you all of y'all who listening out there in TV land, when you were dealing with an issue with that certain someone, that opposite sex, when you're ready to vent, you need that person's undivided attention.
That's what I'm saying.
You need them to be on point.
No, but it ain't. Let me just stop you right now, because it's not one of those deals where I gotta come home, I gotta take a shower before I can even hear him. What I'm saying is I can't be distracted before I listen. You know, I gotta
and each time, but see
what you need to do to be prepared.
I'm saying I need to get off the road. We're not going there.
But listen,
people just don't want to look at the mirror.
One thing. See, this is listen. Me and Jackie, me and the Queen, we done been friends for, I know, over 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 5, 6 years. So when I call her and I say, hey, can you talk? That's the signal. Hold on, let me call you back. Or call me back in 10 or 15 minutes. It's a signal. You know what I'm saying? Because I need her undivided. I'm telling you, there's been conversations where I'm like, yo, are you listening to me? Do you hear me? You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is this is the problem that some of us have. If you have people in your life, there are people in your life that's gonna rub your hand. They're gonna rub your hand because they're gonna stroke your hand because they're gonna say certain things that they know gonna make you happy. A true friend, like this one, is gonna be to the point where they tell you the nitty gritty. They tell you the truth, where it's like you saying to yourself, like, God damn, like really? You know what I'm saying? Like a true friend gonna tell you things that help you, not to stroke your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a true friend that can listen and tell you stuff from the hip, don't pull no cut cards or no punches, that's a true friend. And at that point, that's what I needed, and that's what she was.
What's happening?
What's happening? What's going on?
And I think that's the thing. I'm not, if you're calling me looking for sensitivity, I'm not that person. I'm just going to be straight up brutal with it.
I'm not Trezmont.
No, but I'm just saying, don't call me for sensitivity because I'm just not that person.
Right.
I'm just brutally honest. So
yeah, I'm not Ralph Trezmont.
There you go.
No, but
they
it's
say
greatly
they had
appreciated,
power
though.
over you. But, and that's true. As long as you are hurting, then of course, yeah, they're going to have, you're giving them power. DJ, how are you?
How's everybody doing?
So, yeah, we were just talking about relationships and being hurt and being able to move forward.
Oh, okay.
So, and what I was saying was I was proud of his growth. Because he's come a long way. And I used to tell you all the time, listen to our shows, and you can hear how bitter you are.
No, you would come off a little more meaner than that.
I'm never mean. Just brutally honest.
I mean, I'm talking about she would come off like, come on, you gonna come on with the bullshit again this week.
I would say
really?
that. I would definitely say
really?
that. Yeah.
Come on now. I mean,
because
like, you really...
it was like every week, and I think that, you know, a lot of times I'll listen to the show because it's something that we can always improve on. Exactly. So when I hear it, and I'm like, oh, shit, he's with this
Damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
But now, you know, and listening to you, you've grown a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's a beautiful thing. Every time we do the show, we learn something about ourselves and about each other, and that's pretty much what it's all about.
But not only that, you know, you when you are going through, I would say a repair, relationship repair process, you got to be in line, have yourself in line to be able to take on growth.
Of course.
You know, you can't be half-assing, because, see, when growth comes in, it fully comes in and it makes you start opening your eyes.
Right.
And when it start making you open your eyes, it start making you realizing, like, this person really had that control over me? Nah, I can't let that happen no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, relationships get so, you know, bad ones get so bitter, man, where it make you kick your life. I mean, like,
people literally lose their lives over it.
Yeah, like, you willing to take your life over somebody?
Yo, I had a friend, right? He called me one day. He was like, yo, I already knew he was sleeping with this man's wife. The guy was a police officer.
Wow.
He called me one day. He said, yo, you know Yo pulled me over. I said, yeah. I said, what'd he say? The police officer pulled him over and told him, he said, yo, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you this one time. If I catch you with my wife again, I'm going to kill you.
Wow.
So when he told me this, I said, my G, leave that woman alone. Don't play with that. He continued to sleep with her.
Okay.
The police officer went to his house, knocked on his door, and shot him about 19 times.
Yeah.
Put the gun down.
Wow.
Called the police. He knew right then and there what he was going to do, how he was going to do it, and he knew his life was over. He killed this man and called the police himself. Let the whole clip out on him. So you have to be very, very careful in the decisions you make when you're dealing with relationships, when you're dealing with cheating, and you know all that. It's not to be played with.
It's not to be played with. And anybody can say how they would react, but when your feelings are involved, all bets are off. You know.
In that situation, I would have. See, sometimes you got to use your head. And one thing, you should never take a person for granted. You know what I'm saying? But anybody that's behind a badge, I would have been like, you know what?
That's not
is the pussy worth it?
Yeah.
The pussy worth it, because either two things gonna happen: either he gonna get me, or I'm gonna get him. And if I keep on doing this, I'm gonna be slipping, and he gonna get me, and that's what happened.
That's what happened.
So, dang, that
lost his life. So Charles shot in his face. It just was nasty. You know what I'm saying? Over some pussy.
And the whole time, where's she at?
Probably fucking somebody else.
Yeah.
So you got one dead, one in jail, and she's still doing whatever she want to do.
Before I forget, good brother, I have a song for me and you to do.
You got to be kidding. That's what's up.
I don't know. Hey, Neffy, I don't know if you are already kind of got the hook, but you can put your splash however you want to do it. But the song called 33rd Floor is mean.
Okay.
It's mean.
All right.
And I need that soul. So you got that soul, and I'm trying to do it like immediately. I don't know. We can book some time here or whatever.
When you need me.
Yeah, but we
can do it tonight.
It got that soul.
Yeah, you don't want to come down and sing it. No, come on, don't come. I told you all the man. I'm the one that came to you outside. Right. I'm like, come on, man. You need me? Come on. It's whatever.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
We gonna make that work.
Yeah, definitely.
Ain't no
definitely.
after that.
Definitely.
It's just that.
We have the NEFFY. We have NEFFY in the building. Hey, I'm ready to get up because this is the NEFFY show.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, this is how y'all doing. Yeah, I'm ready to get up. This is the NEFFY show. It's all about Nefertiti NEFFY. She is by far, and I just said this on my radio show because I just came from my show, Certified Official Radio. I just said that NEFFY is by far the hardest working female artist in the state of Maryland. And I really appreciate the time and connection that me and her built with the music that we have created together. And yeah, so I'm gone. This is about the NEFFY show. Shout out to NEFFY. Yeah.
I put you on my snack. Where you going, EJ? Don't go nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere.
Okay. I was going to say, turn that. Just a little.
What's up, y'all?
I'll ask her. Well, I'll let you know.
All right, because I kind of want her to sit over there.
Okay. You want to switch? Well, we'll wait till we go to break. Yeah. So, joining us tonight is Queen NEFFY.
Yes.
And I'm so excited about having her on the show. I met her a few weeks ago during the Entrepreneurs of Baltimore Anthem. And I didn't know her prior to this. But I talked to my little brother. I talked to my younger cousins. And they was like, oh, she's the truth. I said, well, I got to witness her in action. And I had to, agree. You are the truth.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. You are so hot. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
So I was excited. I was really excited. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the Queen and let her tell us a little bit about herself. So, tell us about Queen NEFFY.
What's good, y'all? Well, my name is NEFFY TV. I also go by NEFFY Raps. And I'm a rapper. I'm a musician. I play instruments. I act. So I'm out here grinding, doing my thing. Been doing the music thing seriously for it's about to be 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's been some really dope things that's happened since. I just signed through distribution with Chris Gotti this past summer, so that's been really dope. Shout out Gotti, the whole Adventures team. Did a tour earlier this year. I'm on media tour right now, so just working.
I see.
Making music. And, yeah, all that.
I looked at, the different stations. I'm like, she is really on a big media tour.
Yep.
So when does NEFFY have time for to just unwind, or are you just so busy grinding that you really don't have time right now?
Well, I find time sometimes. Like I have my moment where I'm just gonna chill, take a few minutes. But usually I don't feel comfortable all the time just chilling. I feel like it's something
that
I
you
need
should
to be
doing something.
Like,
yeah.
I know it's something I need to be doing. Like I could be writing, I could be doing anything. So,
okay.
Downtime is cool, but I'm always ready for like the next move.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. What inspired you to get into rap?
My dad had a big part in it. He was really big into hip hop. So, he dabbled with DJing and I used to dig into all of his music, and so I really got into a lot of the hip hop through him. And just being exposed to music, period. Like, my parents always play music in the house.
Okay.
You wake up clean and they playing the music, you know what I mean? My mom cooking, she playing, and my mom would play hip hop. Like,
okay.
So it was just always around me. So.
Ain't nothing like the smell of sausage and music in the morning.
Some hip hop, right?
Oh my goodness.
Some Fugees. Like, my mom used to play the Fugees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was always around.
So, as far as hip hop, who are the artists that motivated you?
It's funny because my taste in music is so all over the place. But really, some of my biggest influences are Erykah Badu, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill, Lil' Kim. I relate to her because she's raw. Okay. Like, she's not soft about what she do. Right. She raw with it and uncut. So, with my music, I'm just like, not necessarily that I'm raw, but it's honest. It's harder, I come a little harder than a lot of some females come today. Like, I'm not singing on my records. Like, I'm giving bars on my records. Sometimes I do features, and they be like, NEFFY, don't bar me to death on this feature. Like, go easy. Yeah. So.
Boom!
And they telling me go easy, so I relate to that. So, yeah.
Wow. And so, with hip-hop being the state of hip hop now versus maybe 10 years ago. What do you feel about it? What do you feel the status of hip hop is now?
I think it's evolving, which isn't always a bad thing. But the only thing I don't like about it now is that I feel like it's not as diverse as it used to be. Like I feel like back then, it was a lot of different artists you could hear on the radio. You could hear the Fugees, you might hear Hove, you might hear Ja. You know, you hear this whole different variety of hip hop, and I feel like now you always hear one type, and that's the only piece about it that I don't like. But like everything, I think hip hop is just evolving. But I think we can't lose sight of what it is either. Right. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
Wow. It's funny because I grew up listening to like Run DMC, the Sugar Hill Gang, telling my age.
You ain't all that old.
I'm not all that old, but I mean I love. I'm glad
somebody else do the shit.
Like you old.
You would have been all over my ass if I said some shit like that.
But I mean I'm 51, so.
Oh, you look good for your age.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I grew up listening to David Ruffin, you know. Back in the 50s.
I'm glad somebody else throwing the shade.
Back in the 50s.
Damn. I'm gonna sit in the cut and laugh.
So yeah, you gotta break. You gotta break.
I'm gonna sit in the cut and laugh.
But it's funny that you mentioned David Ruffin because that's like one of my favorite singers. I mean, that's like good singing. So, do you listen to old school music? Since he brought that up.
Not that old.
Now see, then that sounds like shade. Not that old.
Wait, can I?
Not that old.
You see the shade in there?
Wait, no shade. No shade.
No shade.
Oh, wait, I gotta take that back. Can we?
No, that's cool. That's cool.
No, that can't be edited. Nope.
That's all good.
What had happened was
not that far back.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But yeah, I'm not that far back. But I do like older music. Like I grew up on, like just like my mom played that stuff. She would play like Anita Baker or Patty or you know what I mean. Who else? Like Shaka Khan and all of that. So I love old music, and I love when it comes to hip hop. Like you can't. I feel like you can give me any hip hop trivia, like, and I'm gonna kill it. Like, because you still have to know hip hop. Right. Like it's a lot of artists that don't even care about. Like it was an artist, I can't remember his name right now, but he said something about not listening to old music anymore, or how people shouldn't listen to old hip hop or something like that. Something crazy, and I'm just like, that don't make no sense to me. Like, how can you not know where hip hop was founded? Who were the tastemakers? Who were the playmakers in hip hop? You know what I mean? Because ultimately, that's where we all learned from.
True.
We listened and learned from those guys who did it before we did it. So you know, and they really paved the way for us to do it.
That's true. I think sometimes people forget that. Yeah. Your name is powerful. So, tell me about why you chose that name.
Well, I named myself after the Egyptian queen Nefertiti, and I did that for one because I just think it's dope that in that point in history we were like gods and goddesses. I think that's so dope off break. So I connect with that. And then in the same token, like when she reigned, when I read up on her, when she reigned, like she introduced people to like a whole new way of life. Like a whole new religion and everything. People kind of followed that. So with me, I'm just like not particularly like the cookie cutter artist, but I want to be so dope that people just follow my wave because it's like a new wave. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I apply that to my music and my brand.
And I think that was pretty interesting when I looked at the name, and her and her husband started the first religious movement in Egypt. So Egypt became a place where they just worshipped one God under their leadership. So I thought the name itself was pretty powerful.
Yeah, definitely.
And even after her husband passed, she still ruled. So I thought that was pretty. That's a strong name.
I had the privilege of I've visited Egypt.
Okay.
I stayed for 2 whole weeks.
Okay, where?
It was the most beautiful experience of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Edfu,
okay,
Cairo.
Yeah. You saw the pyramids?
Yeah, I saw the pyramids, the Sphinx.
Okay.
It's
wow,
you feel the presence of something high and mighty.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's even the people around you, they ask you like, "Do you feel this?" It's like it's deep.
Yeah.
It's like it make you want to cry and everything. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because you know a lot of people they go over Egypt and they don't feel nothing. They go, "Oh, there's a pyramid. Oh, this is all that," but unless you connect with your culture, then you really will feel it like you was feeling it. Yeah. And I ain't gonna say it's scary, but you kind of felt something come over you like am I supposed to be here?
Everything, the chair, the ladder, perfume,
yeah.
the fork. I'm talking about we invented everything.
Yeah.
Our people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Our people.
And Egyptian history goes back like 7,000 or more years. Yeah. So that's a rich history in itself. Yeah. And the people, they preserve their history. Because I have a few Egyptian friends. And I'm always asking questions. And they're so proud of their history. I think sometimes we overlook how powerful our past is. And we don't value it. Yeah. So we spend our time a lot of times researching things that are of no consequence. But we have a rich history that we need to share with our children. You know, because they're not teaching these things in school.
Oh, no. They don't want you to know that.
Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
They don't want you to know where you come from. And that's why I connected with it so much, because it's like, you know, in society and in the media, we're like minimalized to be, you know, to be this way or that way. And we all been through things. Like, we all got stories. I got stories just like anybody else. Of course. You know what I mean? But it's like, when you see past that, it's like, yo, I can really do some dope things. Like, and it's like, that's why I connect to that. Because that's powerful. That's power. Like, we don't have power here, but we have power there.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that if we tapped into our power, a lot of things that's going on now would not be taking place. Yeah. But we haven't. We let other people dictate how we should feel. And what we should do.
Feel about each
exactly.
other.
Exactly. So we have to take our power back.
Yeah.
That's pretty deep. So tell us about your new single.
Well, my new single, Wave, is basically, it's everywhere online right now through Adventures Music. You can download it anywhere. But I was basically making a lot of moves, doing a lot of things. I was excited about the direction my career was going. So I was just in my bag. Like, I was in the studio in my bag. Like, you know what? I'm on a wave. Like, and then I just kind of, sometimes the chorus comes to me first. It all depends on the beat. Okay. So sometimes, like, the chorus will come to me and I'll chant it and then it'll come together. And in this case, that's kind of how that song came together. Okay. So I was just excited about everything I was doing at that time. Even now, like, you know, I play it and I remember the space I was in. Okay. I mean? So, yeah, I'm just, you know, being a rapper.
It shows, though, like, when you were doing the video, and I was just like, oh, my God, she is a beast.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, the video is hot. Yeah,
yes.
You know, if you get a chance, go on YouTube and pull up Wave. I'll share it on my wall as well, but it is a powerful video, and you were in the moment. Yeah. So I enjoyed that. It was just so natural. Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun to shoot. Shout out Iconic Visions. He did.
We definitely appreciate that. Because you know, like I'm an artist myself, so I write and sing and all that stuff. Dope. And you know, you get certain people where you ask them like, okay, well, where your inspiration come from? You know, like you say, wave. You know, you were in the wavelength. You know what I'm saying? I know what you mean when you say that. But I was glad you said that, because I didn't want you to be like, well, when she said, well, wait, where you get your inspiration from? I was walking down the street and somebody waved at me. Like, dog, that's where you get damn. Too bad somebody ain't spit on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, different things inspire different people.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. Definitely.
But we're going to take a break, and when we come back from break, we're going to actually listen to Wave. So then you'll understand what NEFFY is talking about.
Yes.
Right. That's what's up.
Bars.
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 So, you want to switch?
Well, she's fine right there.
She is?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have Mark. Yeah, have a seat.
What's your name?
I'm Nate.
Nate.
They call me Nate, Big Nate, Dr. Love.
All right, nice to
Well,
meet
I'm
you.
Dr. Love on there, you know, but I'm Dr. Love everywhere.
Nice to meet you.
Good seeing you again.
Nice to meet you too.
Again. This is my manager, Imani.
Manager, what's happening? How you been?
Good.
All right, all right.
You never
So I know you probably.
never know. That's how I hook though. You never know.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm telling you, but
Man, I'm about to rip. I'm about to rip that already. I'm about to rip that
I'm
already.
telling you, like I gotta pull it up. Let me see. Give it a play.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We're gonna exchange some
Oh,
info.
yeah, we got to.
Cause I know it's gonna come to a time in your life where you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna need that feel. Who can I call? I can sing.
No doubt.
You know.
Hold on, this iPhone speak us up.
Check this here. Shorty was a boss. Yeah. Shorty had her own.
Hey, Brian, we're gonna switch, right? You want us to switch?
No,
What y'all taking a break?
It's a little break.
Oh.
And like a minute mark.
Where
Yeah. Cause I want to hear that
Yeah.
in the ear.
Yeah. What's up, nephew? How you? What's up, Queen? It's always a pleasure, baby.
Okay.
DJ, my peoples.
He's a good guy.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
He's a good guy.
Don't make me too happy.
I'm just saying, I mean, for the longest time, like, I just remember seeing you. I always thought you were quiet. Because you never said much.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just would be up against the wall, just observing the scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With dreadlocks.
Look,
With dreadlocks.
I'm gonna tell you, son, when I met you the first time, didn't say nothing, just like she said, up against the wall. In my mind, I was like, why that? One that don't say nothing and smile like this. Watch that. Watch him.
They be the ones I tell you.
Watch him. You know, the ones you like, ha ha ha. You know, you ain't gotta watch him. The one that watch him.
Right. Nodding your head at her, like looking at her.
Okay. Yeah.
That is funny.
That's
cool. It's
okay.
Feeling footage. I only got
okay.
What's up, Selena?
Are we good? We good? Okay. You ready, Mark?
No, I had to put a song on.
Okay.
Because you know the stream is still playing.
Right.
Breaking. It's playing instrumental if you're not talking.
Okay.
So at about minute 40, minute 15, then I'll go ahead and I'll cue you and you can introduce.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Well, you can introduce the song. That makes sense.
What? Sanitizer. Yeah.
What size is that? What size is that?
That's the Pro.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's big. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Street label ready on.
Right. Not playing no games.
We gets it in.
Oh, she's upgraded. She ain't always been that way.
I had a little small one. But then, we go to Corinthians once a month to stream.
Oh, okay. Dope.
15 seconds.
All right.
And then let me go back in. 10, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we're back, folks. And again, you're listening to the Intimacy Chronicles. And we have the pleasure of having Nefertiti Femc. She's going to introduce her hit single, Wave. So take it away, Neffy.
Yes, yes. What's going on, y'all? Make sure y'all check out Wave right now. It's dope. It's lit. It's everywhere online. Make sure you download your copy. Stream your copy. Yeah, we on the wave, baby.
Let's do it.
Seconds going back in.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're back on.
And we're back, folks. You're listening to the Intimacy Chronicles. I am your host, Queen Jackie. To my right.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You know you got your boy up in here, Dr. Love up in here. Killing them players. Love up in here.
And as you just heard, we just played NEFFY's single Wave. It's hot. And can you tell them again where they can get it?
Yes, yes. It's everywhere online, y'all. Nefertiti Wave. You can also check it out on my website, NEFFYRaps.com. That's NEFFY Raps.com.
So she also had the opportunity to work with Mr. E.J. Warwick.
Shout out E.J. Warwick.
On the Entrepreneurs of Baltimore, LLC reality series. And she worked on the anthem. E.J. and NEFFY and Tony Bosco collaborated, on the anthem. And that is really hot. So I can't wait for you all to hear that. But how did you all come up with the idea of the anthem?
Basically, I get the mic.
You back at it.
Basically, it was really no big thing.
Okay.
When you got two artists such as me and NEFFY on a track, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. You're gonna get greatness. when I got the beat, I really left it up to Neffy. I let her choose which beat she wanted to do.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to do the other one because we got sent two tracks. I wanted to do one, but she wanted to do the other one. So of course we got to go the Queen way, which I think it came out dope.
Yeah.
It came out dope. You know what I mean? The energy in the studio was great. We had a lot of fun. It was energetic. It was live. And me and Neffy just went in there and did our thing. You know? So shout out to Entrepreneurs of Baltimore.
Yes.
The anthem is officially done.
Yes.
Yes.
E.J. Warwick, Neffy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
And
it's
we
funny.
get to hear it.
It's funny because EJ sent me the records, and he was like, "Which one you want, Neff?" And I was like, "The second one." He was like, "What's the second one?" So I had to like go in the email, look at it. He was like, "I knew you was going to choose that one. I wanted the other one." And he was like, "We want." He was like, "I knew you." I was like, "How you know?" But yeah, he was like, "Yeah, well, we gonna go with the one you choose." I'm like, "All right, bet."
That was a great choice, though.
Yeah. I mean, both the records.
They were both dope records.
Shout out to Pimpin' Beats. You know what I mean? They was both awesome, but I think Neffy came. She made the right choice.
Okay.
Because it felt anthem to me. Like it felt like it had a story in it somewhere. And I was like, we could play off that. But
and
it was dope.
I agree because when I went back and listened to the tracks, I heard it. I heard the anthem feeling in the one she picked. The other one was more like just a trappish kind of.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Could definitely make a dope turn up record.
Yeah.
Turn up.
Shout out.
And then it seemed more official when Bryant put his spin on it. So it just seemed like a futuristic type song. So yeah, it's hot, and I can't wait for you all to hear it. You had a question?
No, I was going to say, I'm as an artist, I'm listening to it. I'm saying to myself, like, wow, like true hip hop.
Yeah.
It wasn't no dog shit. You know, it was true hip hop.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody told you, but I heard that old school yo-yo, that MC Light coming out.
Yeah.
I heard it. I'm sitting here like, God damn. But, you know, but not comparing you to them, but it's just like the way that you was spitting. It's like that's that true hip hop right there. I like that.
I want to chime in on a Wave record. Don't you know sometimes when music can touch a certain peak inside, it's a certain feeling that song has a lot of feeling to it. You know what I mean? The beat, her ad-libs, everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
The hook. You know what I mean? It's just like Neffy is just a professional. She's a professional artist, and that's the difference between these artists that's running around just making frivolous songs and making frivolous music. Neffy is an artist. She's a professional musician. She makes music. You know what I'm saying? And artists are not making music anymore.
Right.
They're just making stuff that they think sound good. It's not music. It's the art of it has disappeared. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of noise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This was a song where I can listen to, and I didn't have to reverse back or start it again and be like, what she say? Like I heard every word, everything that you said clearly. Yeah. So I'm like, that's she on the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it has me in the house talking about doing this and my son looking at me like, right. My son looking at me like, that's really, right. Sit down.
I'm going to entitle that into everything that I do.
Right.
Let me get a 20-piece nugget. Do you need so much? I'm on the wave. Fuck you.
Extra sauce on that bitch.
Yeah.
Neffy kind of reminds me a little of myself sometimes. Like if you listen to the record, she switched her flow up multiple times. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I was telling you, I heard Yo-Yo at first.
Yeah.
And then she switched, and then I started hearing MC Light. I'm like,
I'll wait till y'all hear the new album.
Yeah.
The flow switches in the new album is crazy. Like, I do it in one record 3, 4, 5 times. Like, I'm just so excited about the music.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm a perfectionist, though.
Me
It's
too.
like a gift and a curse. Like, I'll do the same verse in the studio 6, 7 times. I'll get it the way I want it. I can go through it now. First time I can go through it. But the voice inflections, like I put thought into everything, the ad-libs, the attitude behind it, you know, because some people just get behind the mic, they just but I'm behind the mic like, you know what I mean? Like my attitude, I bring all of me to the music that I make. And like he said, like I think the creative element is missing, but that's a big thing for me. Right. Like I think artists being able to be creative is a big thing, and that's what I feed off of. So you might hear a record that's creative that might not be something you normally hear. Right. But yeah.
It's called passion.
Yeah. Right, that's what I was gonna say. You can tell.
You hear the passion. Yeah,
I mean and like everything that she does, you could just feel the passion. So that makes a difference.
It's like NEFFY. All NEFFY need is that one big situation, and usually it takes, unfortunately, it takes money. Yeah, you put it right around the bread behind it. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, she got the total package as an artist. She looks good. She know how to articulate herself well. She know how to create hit records. It's just the machine being behind her, which I think in 2018, me and her is in a real good situation. I think shout out to Chris Gotti. I think he's making some major moves himself, and he's really, really fond of me and NEFFY. Yeah. And so I think next year is going to be good.
Yeah, we're going to do some big things.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. We already know it.
We performed up at the release party. Also, make sure y'all get that Independence album, Chris Gotti, Independence. Me and EJ featured on it. But yeah, we went up, performed for the release party in New York. Dope guys, man.
Crazy.
Keep in contact with us. Make sure we doing what we need to do and all of that. So, yeah.
That's great. So big things are coming from NEFFY and EJ Warwick. Yes. So we're gonna listen to the anthem in about a few minutes.
You do it right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we can do it right now, baby. It ain't even a whole lot to that.
That's right. The anthem
ain't a whole lot to that at all.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Hip hop and R&B.
As an entrepreneur, I will work to innovate and transform the impossible into possible. My reality is void from the confines of constricted thoughts and futuristic. I shape the future and create opportunities that cannot be produced with an unimaginable mindset.
This for the ones that got it and hated and said that we never would be shit. Everyday double, I know this is double, cause one of my bosses defeat me. Nothing but love when they see me. We taking over the industry, even the corporate or any street. Entrepreneur, I was born to be. Taking it one step at a time, and we gon' get it. Entrepreneur, hustler, grinding and winning, and I ain't gon' stop till I'm finished. No waving, no play, no surrender. Since young, I was told to go get it. So I'm about to go get it until I'm on top and I'm rich.
Put it on the line, boss up. My time now, I'm up. Grind on the hundred now, whenever it's nothing. Get it how I live, go big. Small talk, big talking, dear presidents. Making money moves on a regular. Sitting at the table with the best stuff. Yeah, niggas ground up from nothing. Keep 10 toes down, it's a lot. Charm City is a city full of hustlers. Hitting licks, sun down, sun up. Long nights, no sleep, just might go free. Money calling me, I'ma follow up. No limit, how to bust it down, it's an art too. How to make a move, show you how to do. Close mouth, don't get fed. Out here getting it, you just getting started, I'm a veteran. Spinning, make a flip, it's a process. Focus on winning, no setback. Look at what I did, take a step back. Everything dope, I ain't done yet. Do it for the kids in the projects. Can't hold me back, new level, new bags. New problem, new tag.
This for the ones that doubted and hated and said that we never would be shit. Everyday double, I know this is double, cause one of my bosses defeat me. Nothing but love when they see me. We taking over the industry, even the corporate or any street. Entrepreneur, I was born to be. finished. No waving, no plan, no surrender. Since young I was taught to go get it. So I'm about to go get it until I'm on top and I'm richer. Entrepreneur, I am nasty like the sewer. I move around like a Uber. I am the man and I'm super. Don't have a kick, but I'm great and I'm blowing the boofer. Entrepreneurs of Baltimore, we gon' be bossy, y'all. Yeah, we the truth, we ain't none of y'all. We taking over the music, the clothing, the city. We own it, reality superstars. They call me NEFFY. Yeah, I'm a boss, I'm with NEFFY. I own my label, my company. I am an entrepreneur of Baltimore City. It seems like the money is stuck to me. We just finished season 1, ready to do season 2. How about you? I will innovate and motivate and separate from the hate. I am the truth. I am sorry, no. We are the truth. We are a team. Yeah, we are one. We got Brian at the head. This is the movement. No, we don't do this for fun. Long as we stay dedicated, stay motivated. Trust me, the money will come. Entrepreneurs of Baltimore. As soon as we get syndicated, I'm telling you, run. This for the ones that doubted and hated and said that we never would be shit. Every day double up, know that it's double, cause won't let my boss defeat me. Nothing but love when they see me. We taking over the industry, even the corporate or any streets. Entrepreneur, I was born to be. Taking it one step at a time, and we gon' get it. Entrepreneur, hustler, grinding and winning, and I ain't gon' stop till I'm finished. No waving, no plan, no surrender. Since young I was taught to go get it, so I'm about to go get it until I'm on top and I'm richer.
God damn! God damn! First of all, let me be the first one to comment on that. That right there.
It's hot.
That right there. That is, yo. First of all, when you have a song that is an anthem, when you think of an anthem is something that everybody stands for, that they can stand for, that they can back. That song right there, if that don't make Baltimore rise up,
yeah.
I was almost, listen, I was already here. I started to get into the good time joint. I'm telling you, that's how I'm telling you, yo, that shit is hot.
It's hot, yeah.
That's the shit that will reign all over the country, yo.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
I'm telling you.
Well, that was one of the main reasons why 6 months ago I said I got to come up with an anthem. Mm-hmm. And then also too, I said it's got to be something for the youth. Also too, I'm not a man to step down. I'm gonna make my audience rise. So I said, like, I came up with the right team. I put it together. You know, got Pimp and Beats involved.
And not to cut Brian off, Brian paid us. He really, we would have done it for free. If I would have reached out to NEFFY, even though NEFFY do business, and the business is business, she would have jumped on it. But he decided to just throw us something just for, and you know, I was like, Brian, no, I'm good. He was like, man, listen. And you know what? It's that type of business that keeps things moving. See, that's business. And people don't do business anymore in this town. They want the shortcut. They want the halfway done. It don't work like that. You can't go from A, B, skip C, and go to D.
Right.
It doesn't work. Just do straight good business. And that's what Brian Foxworth always do, is good business.
That's what's up.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, it's hot. I mean, for me, like, I wake up in the mornings and I can't wait to listen to it because it's motivating. You know, it's like, I know this song is going to take off because, and it'll inspire a lot of people because it's so damn hot. You know, so, yeah.
Appreciate the love. We went in there. Tony Bosco did his thing. Shout
out to Bosco.
It's Tony.
Did his thing.
I think if we put the right visual behind it, that's when the song's gonna take off.
Oh yeah, there is a music video.
I think we're gonna go around to black entrepreneurs, and we're gonna base. I don't want to give y'all the whole format of it, but basically, entrepreneurs in this city is going to get recognized.
Yeah.
Black businesses are strong, but they're not being supported. And we have to, you know, create a wave, as NEFFY would say. A wave.
Already.
Yeah.
And I think this song might do it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we'll see.
With the right business plan.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's in the process, so.
No doubt.
So this is a relationship show. So I gotta ask you, how hard is it to maintain a relationship while you're grinding?
Well, I'm talking to someone now who I really care about, so we'll see what happens. But,
okay.
What? What the fuck is going on?
EJ, like, hold the press.
Oh, no. Take the shit of this. Oh, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Funny.
See, now she blushing.
I know, she got me up here. Anyway.
You talking to somebody?
Yo, like,
damn.
I didn't talk to nobody, EJ.
He didn't get the memo.
When this shit happened?
EJ said I can't talk to nobody.
See, you gotta get approval from him.
EJ is startled.
You shook him right
He
now.
is appalled right now.
I'm gonna use the white man's word. I am flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. He's astounding.
I am flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted by
my God.
this news.
Hey, bro.
I am flabbergasted by this news. Like,
I'm done with shit. He is a trip. You
what
hear
is
me?
going on?
Oh, man. He's funny.
But I mean, you know, whatever. I don't want to get into details of who, how, what, whoever this person is. I really hope.
You want to have a talk with him?
I really hope and pray.
If you go ahead and talk, all
I really
right.
hope and pray that you do right by NEFFY.
Yes. Send a message out.
There is an army out here. And
Oh, man.
You
the
listen?
phone call.
Okay.
Me, but no, I mean, whoever this
playing.
person is, you're blessed. You're blessed with beauty. You're blessed with talent. And if you're listening, hold on to that and don't take it for granted. That's
Thank
all.
you, EJ. I appreciate that. Oh, EJ.
I see, she's blushing. And
Yeah. He said some true shit.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people can smell success. They want to get on that train ride.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I run into that a lot, to be honest with you, all the time.
I'm currently dating a woman by the name of Rihanna.
We may have heard of her.
You might have seen her a few times on. You know, she's on all your big platforms. BT.
For those who didn't see what I just did,
me and Rihanna have amazing sex. Every morning I wake up to her and I just look at her like, wow. But she always tell me every time, like, I'm so lucky to be with you, EJ. Like, I don't.
Rihanna got sick too, did she?
You know, Rihanna.
I was like, wait a minute.
She got a few friends. They come over the crib. She got a friend named Beyonce.
You never invited me.
Yeah, you know, they come over sometimes. They real cool. They cool as shit. But Rihanna is.
You just got excited and lost for words all in the same breath.
Sometimes Rihanna can be extremely,
like even his eyeballs are numb.
Sometimes Rihanna can be extremely nasty. And not to get into details about our sex life.
You like that kind. You like that kind, right?
Yeah, not to get into details about our sex life because we try to keep that private.
If I think about the previous show.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's a very spontaneous girl. You know, she like to do shit like get on a yacht. You know what I mean? Take the private plane to the fucking England and we hang out.
So wait, can I get in my feelings now?
I mean,
it's only fair.
Because
it's only fair.
Shout out to Rihanna, baby, if you're watching. I'll see you later.
As close as EJ's supposed to be. He ain't never not once invite me on no jet ride, no plane ride, no boat ride, no filet mignon or nothing.
There's definitely some shade right there.
So can I say my piece? I mean.
Yeah, right. I mean, Rihanna has. See, Rihanna, and I just got off the phone with her like before I came in. I try to tell her every day, like, baby, I'm gonna have women around me. You gotta understand this. I'm EJ Warwick. Women like me. You know, women.
She needs to understand.
And she has a problem with that. Every time I bring women around, she get mad, want to fight.
I love this watch, though.
Thank you.
Did she give you that watch?
Actually, actually, no. She didn't actually.
One of the other ones.
Yeah, she didn't give me that.
She didn't give you that one.
I tried to tell her, so she just, I don't know, man. Maybe I need somebody to talk to her, man, because she's something else.
Wait a minute. Did you take her in the pantry?
Listen, she was, no. You remember that shit?
Wow.
I'm gonna say this and leave it alone. She suffers from a lot because she was dealing with this dude named Chris.
Oh God.
Some shit happened in the car where they got the fighting. I don't know the whole story.
Heard about that shit.
You heard about that? Yeah, I don't know the whole story, but I know she was fucked up. And I was pretty pissed the fuck off about that. You know what I mean? I went and visited her at the hospital. I mean, she was all fucked up. So I was like, damn, what happened? She was like, yeah, because I had told Chris about you and he got mad. And he just started smacking me.
That's what did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like it was something.
Yeah.
That's what it was. She had told Chris about me. He got mad in a Lambo, beat up, put in the hospital. And that's how the story. I don't know if people know that. Yeah. So
that's where you came in at.
Yeah.
Well, let me be the first one to give you a round of applause.
Thank you. You know how Barack.
You need a standing ovation.
Thank you. Yeah, I saved it.
He saved it.
Well, you heard it here.
Well, I'm glad you was her motivation.
The triangle:
Exclusive.
Chris Brown, Rihanna, and E.J. Warwick.
I'm glad you was her motivation.
Hey, Riri. Baby.
Nothing but love. Goodness gracious, I had to get my mind wrapped around that because that kind of that merry-go-round. I mean, so I want to take the time out to thank NEFFY for appearing on the show. What upcoming projects do you have?
Right now, I'm actually working on my next project. It'll actually be my first full-length project.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it. I've been working with C-Biz. Shout out my producer, C-Biz. We've been making some crazy records. Like, y'all are really going to see the growth. Y'all going to see that I've been working. Mm-hmm. I've been pushing my pen. So I'm excited.
Good.
Yeah, so look out for that. My next record that's dropping actually is a record with Tia Reid. Shout out Tia Reid. It's the sexiest side of NEFFY. It's called Make Love. So I think people will be excited to see that side of me.
That's excellent.
Yes.
What do you have on the horizons, EJ?
Me and Rihanna set a wedding date.
Oh my God.
Are we in this room invited? That's all I want.
Yeah, y'all will be invited to the wedding.
Y'all gonna like Gucci and them?
No, we don't do. We ain't doing
y'all
that.
not with that.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
Well, can I get the exclusive?
Yes.
Okay.
But for real, I got a project that I'm dropping January the 1st. It's gonna be crazy. I got a trail. I got a web series I'm doing too that a lot of people don't know about.
Okay.
I got a lot of great footage already. The trailer that's gonna drop on January the 1st. I also have a song called No Fear that I shot a music video for. Mm-hmm. That's also gonna drop on January the 1st. So look out for me and NEFFY. Me and NEFFY ready to get in the studio and do some more records too.
Yes.
Okay.
No doubt.
Entrepreneurs of Baltimore, the reality show, crazy. Everything is crazy. Mm-hmm. I got my own radio show, actually with my co-host. She's in the back of me. Her name is Danny C. Certified official radio over there at 1500radio.net. So I mean, we just showing love. We spreading love. We loving each other. We taking care of each other, and we're gonna look out for each other and support each other.
Yeah.
Ain't a whole lot of that.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Hey, Riri.
Hey, Riri, since he gave you a shout out. Joining us next when we come back from break will be the lovely Karma and Miss Portia. They're going to talk about their businesses and their upcoming projects. They are also a part of Entrepreneurs of Baltimore. So we're going to take about a 2-minute break, and then you'll come back to Karma and Portia. Thank you so much.
Thank you. wasn't drinking.
Let's see. I wasn't either. I wanted to have a clear head.
Usually I am, but not this time.
Portrait over there? I'm gonna get
Oh, sure.
Hey, boys. What's up, baby?
How you doing? You on the gram?
Hmm?
You got Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on
that. Big Daddy sexy. He had to
Thank
think
you.
about it.
Thank
okay.
you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mark. You are the bomb.
I was listening.
I know, see?
But there's a 40-second delay. That's why I was running in here.
I'm on a wave. Let me know when you do the remix.
You gonna hop on the remix? How you doing? What's your name?
What I got moved?
And no mean mug. Because you know everything should I get of you. You got a mean mug. Nick, get this.
Yeah, I'm great. I just was telling everybody about me and my relationship. I had a real
Come on, shorty.
Yeah, my baby.
Let me get a picture with Neffy too. Give me one with her Neffy.
Come on, baby. She's so pretty. She's pretty. She's so cute. You want with Neffy? You want with Neffy?
That'll make them feel better about your relationship.
We're gonna take a fun picture. Come on.
Oh, so you did the video.
That's what's up.
Thank you so much.
You never know.
Baby,
you never know. Excuse me, ladies. I'm sorry. Baby. Baby.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Oh, my
What kind of shit is this?
Well, damn it, it took you forever to get from around.
You know I had to come all the way from Egypt. God damn.
Yeah.
He's so extra.
Done. She forgot to ask you a question.
Sorry, I didn't have any drinks. You got drinks? A little bit. And you just telling me now? That's why I'm asking now. Am I late? I can't have a sip.
As soon as I switch these up.
Okay. So you're going to sit here and they're going to sit on this side.
Oh, I forgot.
I know this one.
What, that one?
I can't. That's too tight. I don't need that. Tell you what, you work with me, I work with you.
I made this one for the honeys in the party. To find a hardy in their body. The hard step one. First you grab honey by the waist. Step two. Then you move out of ghetto. Step three. Then you look the dead in the face. Step four. Now it's time to leave this place. Hold up. Be careful of the cheese.
Oh, you know, baby? Okay, hit me up. How many more minutes? I got it. Alright, I got you. I shut them off. Alright.
I'm not either.
Come on, buddy.
Right. We good. Yeah. 2 minutes? Okay.
I just need to get the home you got like 20 seconds.
20 seconds?
Yeah. Who's sliding on that side about that?
Yeah, Portia.
Brian said he wanted me to ask you, because I was ready to leave, but he wants you to ask me about Jess.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
You want me to slide there real quick?
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Matter of fact, no, I gotta wait for Brian. Brian won't film.
Sit there for a second.
You're on.
I am on. And we are back, folks. You're listening to the Intimacy Chronicles. I am your host, Queen Jackie. We've been playing musical chairs. To my left is Dr. Love.
Yep.
And joining us is Karma Comes Around. She has her own radio show, but she'll tell you a little bit more about that.
Everybody?
So say hello. Yes.
What's up, everybody?
And Portia. So. Oh.
What's this major question?
So, I have a question for EJ before we get to Karma.
Yes, what's up, babe?
Tell us about Jess Hilarious. And before you get started, let me just say, I know she was supposed to be doing some work
Jess
with us.
Hilarious.
Yes.
What can I say about the wonderful Jess Hilarious? First of all, I might not have millions of followers and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am very, very well known. But that doesn't mean anything at all when you're doing business. First of all, I shout out to Jess. She's doing an amazing job. She is really, really out there, and she's doing great things for herself and her career. The problem that I have is, when I said earlier, business.
Right.
We paid Jess Hilarious for a service. If you pay me $500 to paint this room, I can't paint half the room.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't complete the service.
Right.
We paid her for a service.
Mm-hmm.
First, we went to her birthday party, bought numerous tickets to support her. Not only did we buy numerous tickets, Bryant asked, was it a good idea for him to bring her flowers? Mm-hmm. Which I told him yes, because a woman always remembers a man who gives her flowers.
Of course.
We gave her flowers. Gift cards. Not because we trying to be on some groupie shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because we love Shorty.
Right.
I refuse to discredit anybody that's coming from Baltimore. Even though I'm in my feelings, but I'ma still show Shorty love, because that's the type of person and type of man that I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm great. I'm a king. There's no need for me to tolerate or accept, hate or destruction because of what somebody else does. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is this. We paid Jess Hilarious for a service that she did not do. Mm-hmm. I bumped into Jess Hilarious. I think I bumped into her twice. Twice that I bumped into her.
Mm-hmm.
The second time I bumped into her, she was on her cell phone. And as she was walking towards the market, I said, sweetie, I need to talk to you. I'm good. I understand she's busy.
Right.
She was on her phone talking to her business manager. So she might was having a good conversation about business, which is okay. But I guess she thought I wanted to take a picture or some shit. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But what happened was I said, sweetie, you're going to have to do right by us. So that got her attention. So she said, what do you mean? And I said, honey, we've reached out to you numerous times. Sent multiple text messages. I said, I am from the Entrepreneurs of Baltimore. And we paid you to do something, and you ain't even called, you ain't come through. What type of business? What's going on, baby? She was like, entrepreneur, I don't remember. I said, we came to your party and we gave you the flowers. Bam. She immediately remembered. That's why the flowers was very important. Because she remembered exactly who we was at that moment. She passed the phone to her manager, which is London. Shout out to London, because London did get back with me. But on November the 22nd, we were supposed to handle our business. Now, my daughter's a real big fan of her. And I sent her and Jess Hilarious a video of my child, her reaction to her Mike being able to meet Jess. I don't know if y'all seen it. I don't even think I posted. I think I did. Matter of fact, I never posted. And you know what? Today, I got to see if it's still in my phone. I think it was in my old iPhone. But long story short, November 21st came. I reached out to her manager. Her manager hit me back. Hey, how you been? Da-da-da-da-da. I said, okay, how you been? What's going on? We talked a few. Then I asked the big question. Tomorrow, is Jess going to be available for what we talked about? And we were willing to still pay her the remaining balance after she ignored our calls, ignored our text messages, didn't respond to us at all, which I think is unprofessional. Very. You know, we from the same city. We like you. We showing you love. When I sent that text, I got no response at all. We was chatting for a minute. See, I purposely created a conversation for it to keep the text message to keep coming through. But when I asked that last question, no response. Wow. So my thing is this, Jess Hilarious. We still got your back. We gonna still ride for you. You from this city. We're from this city. We're trying to make it. Everybody's trying to get out of the jungle. I'm not going to discredit your name. I ain't going to talk bad about you. And I'm going to still support you. And I'm going to still show you love. But at the end of the day, business is business. Whether you're doing business with a small-time company or whether you're doing business with a Fortune 500 company, business is business. We paid you. You didn't come through. Even a call would have been sufficient. And Jackie's kind of involved in this situation also. You know, it's a few people that got their hands in the pot with this. So I wash my hands with it. Yeah. You know, if I ever see her in the street, I'm going to just tell her the same thing. Like, you got to do right by us, baby. But that's on your time. When you feel it's on your heart, you want to do business. Or she could have been like, you know what, y'all, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm busy. I can at least give you your money back. Exactly. Yeah. But to hear no response, like nothing. Right. That's just, that shit is wrong.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that when we are promoting each other's businesses, I think a lot of times our own people have a stigma about doing business with us because of shady dealings like that. You know, I don't care how big you are, you never know who you're going to have to meet on the way down. So we're all in this to help one another. That's what it's all about. And when you forget that, you know, it takes away from our credibility as a whole. And I think that people don't often understand that. How you represent your business, it reflects on all of us. So we really have to be mindful about that. And I'm big on professionalism and helping one another because like I said, we're in this together. You know, we can build each other up. That's what it's all about. It's not, don't have the crab in the barrel mentality, because we're bigger than that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm very, very, I used the white man's word earlier. I'm not trying to, excuse me, I don't want to sound racist, but I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah.
By this. You know, this is, it's, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Jess Hilarious just didn't come, I mean, it's crazy. You know, like, have a mutual respect for people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you pay me and I don't come through, that's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now the street part comes out with certain people you play with their money.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Playing with people's kids and money and shit like that shit gets very dangerous.
Yeah.
But for $200 for me to go try to bash your name and nah. See, we ain't from the petty code. I'm from the G code. You know what I'm saying? But I have a strong backing and a strong following. And wherever I go, I'm going to address the situation. To where as though she might come through.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask her this one question. I'm going to say, even you coming through now and doing what you got paid for months ago. Actually a year. A whole year. She ain't hit us on Instagram.
Wow.
She ain't hit us on Facebook. She ain't sent us nothing. I'm talking about apps.
And the owner of the place spent hundreds of dollars fixing up the place just to prepare for her and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, people, it ain't a game, yo. Business is business.
She ain't come. You know what I mean? And you gonna hear about that on my project I'm dropping on January 1st. Cause I mean, you know, I'm doing some big things in my life as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I got a strong voice here in this city. I'm one of the cornerstone artists that came out of the city. You know what I mean? So I got a West Baltimore, East Baltimore, from North and Poplar Grove, the North and Longwood, the White Lock, the Cherry Hill, to Murphy Homes, to Lafayette Projects, Somerset Projects, Greenmount Avenue. I go anywhere. I know a lot of people, a lot of serious people. You know what I'm saying? And the point I'm trying to make is she needs to understand that you can't look down on the small entrepreneur, because the small entrepreneur grows. They grow and they grow. And the small entrepreneur can become the big entrepreneur. And that's when you might got to face. See, people always focus on the ride up. And they never focus on the fall back down. And when you do business like that, unfortunately, people, karma is a dangerous motherfucking thing. Karma is, excuse my language, karma is dangerous. That's why I try to do right by my people. Because karma done caught up with me. When I was out there running around, next thing you know, I'm getting shot at. Then I get shot. Then I'm going to jail. Because I'm out in these streets not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
So that karma comes back. So she got to understand, just hilarious, that karma gonna come back when you do business like that. So shout out to Jess Hilarious. I hope you continue to do well. I hope you just blow and just become one of the biggest comedians there ever was. We still gonna support you. We gonna buy your tickets to your show. My daughter still loves you. And that's it. Ain't a whole lot of that for real. So Entrepreneurs Baltimore, we family, baby. We ain't a whole lot of that.
We're in this together. And you just have to honor your commitments, especially when people pay you. So, or at the very least, offer to refund the money. That's the bottom line. So moving forward, we're actually going to turn the show over to Karma.
I stay busy, huh? Based on what you just said.
I tell you. Karma comes around.
Yes.
So So, Karma, tell us about your projects and your radio show.
Okay, so my show is called Karma's Come Around,
Mm-hmm.
and my name is Karma the Media Diva. I started Karma Blog years ago. Then I took a little break for a few years for college and you know, my kids and you know, this and that, whatever. And then I decided to start it back this year with IBNX Radio Network that's based in Atlanta.
Okay.
The person that owns it, we go way back, way before she even started IBNX Radio.
Oh, wow.
And what I did was I just took my Karma blog and just combined it and made it into a radio show.
Okay.
And at this moment I have a co-host of mine. He's not here, and Desmond Funny. He's really funny.
Your video.
The video?
Yeah.
Which video? The one
about the somebody was missing, and they were coming on the show. Is it the 911?
Oh,
Debbie, yeah. Oh my God,
that's his character.
Wow, that was so hilarious.
Debbie was on the show last Wednesday. It was funny.
That was hilarious. Yes, and creative. Yeah.
So what makes because with everything that you have, of course, you have to be different. What makes your show different? And my show, I named it not just because my name is Karma, but karma comes around. We all know that karma comes around. What goes around comes around. And so my show is based on the fact of everyone has an opinion, but when you come to my show and you come to my table, we're all going around and expressing our opinion.
Okay.
But for everyone to respect that person's opinion and try to walk away with some type of understanding and respect for one another's opinion.
Right.
Because I think within the community, people get too riled up and upset about someone's opinion, but that's their opinion and they have that right. But try to listen. Sometimes people do too much talking and they don't listen.
Yeah.
But listen to what that person has to say and then try to understand it to a certain degree, or at least agree to disagree. And walk away with respecting each other. People walk away and they want to disrespect each other, all based on opinion.
Right.
And so when people come on my show, I want them to be able to express, you know, what they're feeling, what they're working on as a entrepreneur, as an artist, and what else is going on in their lives.
Okay.
And then talk about world views, where if it's about the media industry or if it's about politics or whatever's going on in the community, and express that and then walk away with a little bit of understanding of how that person views the world through their eyes.
Excellent.
And so that's where the karmas come around.
Yeah.
So it actually has a meaning to it.
Yeah. So you allow them the opportunity to discuss their feelings without judgment.
Right.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of times someone will say something and they're judged based on their opinion.
Yes.
And I feel like, especially in our community, we are so judgmental of one another. One of the things that we tend to discuss on this show is taboo topics, especially with regard to sexuality, because people are still, in this day and age, closed-minded to certain things. So we give them the opportunity to discuss whatever's on their mind without any kind of judgment. One of my very first shows was about swingers. And it was so educating because what I thought I knew wasn't so. You know, I knew just a little bit. But boy, did I get a earful. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Because I didn't realize there were degrees in the swinging world. And I'm like,
I know nothing.
See?
Other than what I, read.
Yeah, but it's so much more to it. I had a couple that had been swinging for like 10 years. And they're married. And I didn't realize business deals are made, doing that transaction. I'm like, those people are more trusting. They're more willing to do business with their own, So I'm like, wow, that's pretty interesting. I thought that some of the biggest deals were made just on the golf course, not in the swingers club. Some people go to those clubs. They don't always go to have sex, but to watch. So I didn't know that either. So it was definitely an educational show, but more importantly, for our community, because people don't realize there's so many lifestyles. And so it was an eye-opener for me. And it was a place where they could come and discuss it without judgment. So that's what I like to offer people, because we all have our things that we're into. And to be able to have a forum where you can talk about it and not worry about judgment, that's what helps us learn from one another and build on those relationships. So I'm honored to have you on here.
Thank you.
And I follow you, and I look at, like, the model. Tell me about the MMS?
Models Most Wanted.
Yeah. Oh my, tell me about that. Yeah.
So Desmond actually introduced us.
Okay.
And he was like, I have this really great friend of mine. She's the CEO of our modeling agency. I think she'll be great to be on the show. And I was like, sure, bring her on. And so I met her. She is phenomenal. Like, okay. For me, and I say that because her modeling agency is not just strictly based on, a one body type. Okay. And not one particular age group. She takes them all. But for the fact that she can maintain it with, because, we all as women get together, and to deal with so many different personalities from different age groups, this, that, whatever, and manage it, I think that takes a lot. Because me personally, I don't know if I can do that. Because
patience. You have to have a lot of patience, especially like you say, all these personalities. Yes. You got to have the patience of Job. Yeah.
Very. And then she still has, her regular job. Okay. Just like any other entrepreneur. Yeah. A lot of people don't see the hard work that goes in behind, especially if you're doing that and you have a regular full-time job. Okay. But she came on the show, and I loved her concept and what she was doing with her agency. And so we cracked a joke during the air, but later on afterwards, I texted her and said, hey, so I was really serious. I would love to be, signed on to your agency. And she was like, absolutely, Carmen, we'd love to have you. I did my interview, and she signed me on. And so
that's
now
excellent.
I'm one of the models there.
That's great, yeah. And your pictures, I mean, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
So I pay attention.
Thank you. I'm actually shy. People don't think that until they know me, but I'm really like
Well, I picked that up the first time because you were kind of, you were standoffish. But then once I started talking to you, it was like, oh, okay. But I get that, because sometimes when you're in a room full of strangers, it's hard to put yourself out there.
Yeah, I'm not the type of person to just put myself out there. Like, I don't, when the attention is needed, it's needed. But when it's not, I'm fine giving the shine to somebody else. I don't need it 24 hours. Get them cameras off me. Yeah, pretty much.
But once I started talking to you, it was like, okay, you relaxed. Yeah. And see, like my husband always say, everybody's not like you. Everybody's not in your face like that, because that's me. But when I notice people that are shy, I try to go and approach them and make them feel comfortable, because it's tough being around a group of strangers. So once I started talking to you and you smiled, I was like, oh, she really has a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
So it was good, and I was glad that you wanted to come on the show. So,
yes, I was like, Brian, you gotta let me be on the show, because I watch you too.
Okay, that's flattering.
Some of them juicy conversations.
Yes, yes.
Juicy.
Yes.
Hot, yeah. We really get it in. We did a show not long ago about fetishes, and I had 3 of my own, or maybe 4. I can't.
Maybe 4. You just got a lot.
So, but I think it was surprising to the fellas, especially my one fetish, which is voyeurism.
What?
What is it? You like to watch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. We're
gonna hand you. She shook her head. Like, hey, okay. So, but it was like 46 different types of fetishes, and I didn't even know that. So, he had a few of his own. We all had.
What's yours? What was it? Are you quiet?
Don't get tongue-tied.
The paper doesn't really come to mind right now.
Think about it. Is that many?
Because their names, they were like, the names were hard.
Okay.
They were like, you wouldn't even think of it. But then you had one about, you had a foot.
Yeah, foot fetish. You like second toes?
Don't fucking judge me. Judge me, you know what I'm saying? Big. Yeah. Nah, but it has to be a good looking feet though.
Right. Okay.
It has to be a good looking toe.
But she can't look like she been kicking rocks all her life, huh?
No, it can't be that. No.
So you discriminate, though, because
exactly.
Listen, I like the meat, but I don't like the meat with corn. You know what I'm saying?
Corn is good for you.
I don't like the meat with corn. You know what I'm saying? The meat by itself, fine. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think it was another one. What was another one? Where you like to be touched, you know.
And they have a name for that.
There's a name for it.
It's a yeah. Yeah,
it's
a lot.
It was just crazy.
Yeah.
Fetishes of people who like to be spanked.
That's what I was going to say. I like the dominatrix type of thing.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I kind of dabble, you know, here and there with that. Yeah.
Control type.
Yeah.
Dropping his
phone.
Drops the mic.
The sentence for you, you know.
She like the crack of the whip. Damn.
And that's funny because I bought my whip in when we talked about it. Yeah, so I dressed up in costume and everything and had the whip. So yeah, we're a little live. So what's your fetish?
I don't think I care for the dominatrix or however you say it. Yeah.
It's an acquired.
Yeah. I
thing.
don't know. I have to see the list.
I'm gonna send you the list.
Because the only thing I've really honestly heard of is people who have like the dominatrix one, the foot fetish, you know, but all that other stuff like you're saying, touch, I didn't know. So I would have to see the list to say, okay, well actually I do, you know.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Let me say it like this.
No.
When you come on the Intimacy Chronicles,
I want to come back.
You gotta get naked.
You got to come out. Like we want to hear.
See, first of all, Portia not shy, and I know that. But see, this is now that you've been here, we definitely want you to come back, and we want you to get naked because we get naked.
Okay.
We'll let you slide tonight. Because you was dancing around the court. We'll let you slide tonight.
Because I wanted to answer it.
And I don't want Karma to come back on me. We'll let you slide tonight.
So I'm going to turn the show over to Miss Portia and let her.
We need to find out what her fetish is.
She already told you.
That's it?
And you dropped your phone.
Yeah, I did drop.
Okay. She's going to be spiked. Did you bring your whip?
Oh my God, what's the
So tell us about you, Portia.
I'm Portia, and you know, I'm like a jack of all trades. I'm a published model. I'm also an owner of a nonprofit here in Baltimore City called the Believe in Me Project, and it focuses on homeless and addictions. It's been running as a corporation since 2015.
Oh, excellent.
I am looking for commercial property in 2018, so this is a wonderful thing right now. I just do local events. I just did another giving and gratitude for Thanksgiving. Last year I was able to feed 50 people. This year I was able to feed 100.
Oh, that's excellent.
So, yeah, I always set a goal and it kind of turns out, So I have, you know, the IG and the website, the Believe in Me Project for the homeless, and that's basically what I advertise on the Entrepreneurs of Baltimore. Also, I have a boutique called Cover the Girls, and I'm going to revamp that a little bit.
Okay.
Because right now I make intimate apparel pasties, so that's the play on words, Cover the Girls. So that'll be relaunching again. In January. I just had a child, so as you hear, I'm relaunching everything because last year I had to put a little halt to a lot of things, but I'm ready and I'm back, and I'm a radio host for a radio show on Rip Radio Network called Eye Candy Live, and it's 3 successful businesswomen, and we come in, we have all topics. It goes, you know, from good to bad to naughty. All that stuff.
Naughty is good.
You know, exactly. That's why I'm trying to come back. But, yeah, so I dip and dab in everything. And
So give us your contact information.
Oh yes, you can follow me on IG at the Portia Renee. To get more information in regards to the nonprofit, the Believe in Me Project.org, and it's also an IG page, the Believe in Me Project. Also have a boutique page, coverthegirls.com, and an IG page as well for that. And be on the lookout for the revamping. So of that. But also I still model, and I will be on the cover of another book. It's a part 2. Shout out to this Baltimore author. Her name is AJ Wright, and the book is called Captured by Your Love, by His Love, and it's part 2, and I'll be on that doing another unpublished. So hit me up for photo shoots and things like that. I still do runway. I still do some things. So
that's good. That's good. Yeah. Now pastries. Yes. Now it's funny because a few weeks ago we did the show. And they always ask me to tell people about the glue that I make.
Okay.
So I do this thing with Skittles, but I make glue, edible glue rather, with cornstarch, sugar, what else? Molasses.
Oh, wow.
And you put it in the microwave for about, I would say no more than 40 seconds. And this is X-rated. So I take the Skittles around my breast.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
you know what?
I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
I mean, I've been married 27 years, so but
you gotta keep
it's right. Exactly. That's right.
That's why y'all need to come back.
I know.
It gets real spicy.
Well, I'm bringing you some pasties because
that's what I was getting to. Yeah, I need some
colors.
pasties. Yes,
I sure will. I sure will. So basically, like I have like the size charts. So I send that to you.
Okay.
And basically,
yes.
I have designs, or you can tell me what you're looking for.
Okay.
So definitely the next time I can bring it.
Oh yeah, that sounds exciting.
Valentine's Day coming up, so I have
very
little packages.
Yes. Oh, that's great. That's great.
One.
That'll be excellent.
Are you interested, Karma?
Yeah, she's interested. That big smile on her face.
I will bring you one.
Just be quiet, but afterwards.
Tell us your contact information, Karma.
Everything is at Karma's with an S, because some people put Karma and not the S around.
Okay.
So it's Karma's Come Around. That's it for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. To be honest with you, it's hard for me to try to maintain all these social media.
Oh my God, it's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Yeah, so I really don't post anything on Twitter. I'm mainly on Instagram, and then Facebook is a secondary.
Okay. Yeah, what I found with Facebook, I'm not as successful on Facebook as I am on Instagram.
That's how I don't really post. My Facebook is personal.
Okay.
I really do not work on. I forgot Snapchat, Snap, and IG. But really Instagram.
Yeah, I feel like Instagram is more user friendly.
Well, I do Snap too. I wasn't that much into it, but then once Instagram kind of upgraded a little bit, I've been doing the Instagram because they've kind of made it a little bit similar to Snap. So what I do is I go on Snap and do certain things, and I won't even post it on Snap. I'll take it and put it on my
Instagram.
Yeah, because they have certain filters and stuff that Instagram doesn't have.
Okay, yeah. But I noticed with Facebook, like, I feel like a lot of times Facebook restrict you.
They restrict you with music.
Yeah.
Because when I post, like, sometimes when I have guests on my show, I'll get like some footage, and then I'll put a little video together, and I'll put a certain music behind it, and Instagram won't block it, but Facebook will block it.
They will block it. So now I notice people make the announcement that I do not own the copyrights to so that's been a big thing, and I think that's another reason why.
Even with trying to do live.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Instagram works for me. I'm trying to get more used to the Twitter. So a lot of times when I post on Instagram, I'll just go ahead and post on Twitter. Right, because that's just too much to keep up with. So, yeah. Well, I want to thank you ladies for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And so we'll have you all back for the real adult conversation. X-rated.
Your phone need to drop.
Where we can come in naked.
Okay.
This phone ain't be no good. Shit.
It's been such pleasure. I mean, you ladies are phenomenal, and I really appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And I don't mean cut you off, Queen. But not only, just we appreciate you all being a voice and being, what's the word I want to say? An inspiration to the younger females. You know, y'all really doing something. And, you know, just like Queen always says, that women ought to give us a life. So, you know, because y'all constantly being beat down by men, you know, verbally. You know, some physical, but most verbally. It's good to see y'all doing some real good stuff.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Gotta give you props on that.
Yeah, final thoughts.
Jackie, thank you so much.
Oh, no, the pleasure was mine. You ladies are awesome, so thank you.
Entrepreneurs of Baltimore.
Yes. And the CEO, Mr. Bryant.
But like I always tell y'all, look at me as y'all co-worker, because like I said, I can have all the cameras, the best concept. I'm nothing without my cast. You know, y'all my co-workers, you know, and I love y'all.
Thank you. Love you too.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Until we meet again. The next time Portia comes back, she's bringing some pasties, ladies.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to bring the naughty back.
Mr. Sensational, you missed that. She has pasties.
Oh, no, I'm listening. You're
Is that what that was that noise in the other room? You dropped the phone, too?
That's right.
Bring some pastries.
I can't wait.
Lord.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to bring y'all a basket.
Yes, I'm excited about that.
Do that.
So.
Now now my phone is dead.
I'm back from
But I heard you. Well, please bring some pastries for the men, because you know we like to eat too. But,
you know what?
But you were saying something about the need a building.
Yeah.
If I can get downstairs to my truck and charge my phone real quick, I'll give you a number.
Oh, perfect.
So a guy that does realty all over Maryland, D.C., Virginia.
Okay.
So if
definitely.
you need a building, you can find your building.
Perfect. Okay, definitely. Yeah, so I'm
building. So I just gotta get downstairs and charge my phone real quick.
Yeah, I was blessed to get funding.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm definitely a great advocate for this nonprofit. So I'm definitely looking in. So that number.
This will be our last one. I'm gonna make a new one just for the whole season.
I thought I'm losing my voice.
That's what I was telling him, that I know by the end of the night.
Right.
What? There was a pen on that chair. I don't know if it's still there. No? Probably not. Okay.
You got a pen on the chair? There we go.
Okay. December.
I know. Can you believe it?
Yeah, Jay, no, I cannot, because this year went by extremely fast.
There you go.
Yeah, I definitely want to come back.
Oh, that's great. I would love to have y'all back. We're getting together.
The conference room scene. Oh, the 16th is that.
Yeah.
You know what, Brian? I didn't respond to that because I wasn't sure if I could do the 16th, only because I have oh, you know what? I might be able to now.
Just let me know. Just keep me.
Actually, I might. Yeah, it seems
I'm
like
looking forward to that.
I got a couple more scenes with the girls. A spa scene with Giovanni. And if y'all come up with any others. But the last scene.
I wanted you to film the last. This is our season finale. Oh, it's December 16th. That's why I said I might not be able to go. The radio show season finale is December 16th.
Okay.
And I don't know what time they're doing the girls' night.
Okay.
But I might go ahead come after.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With the conference room scene, we got a couple beautiful conference rooms for this scene, but I'm definitely gonna need you there for sure. That's something epic that we're working on.
For the girls' night?
No, for the conference room scene.
Oh, okay, okay. When was that? When is that?
I don't think the date yet, and we have
Okay.
we have a couple locations to choose from.
What's that for? Is that the reunion or just?
No. We're working on a big event in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, that's in December.
Huh? Yeah, it's going to be early January.
Oh, okay. After New Year's.
Yes.
Okay.
So you'll see a lot of big time entrepreneurs going to be in this meeting.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Sounds good. So that's crazy with the whole Just Hilarious thing.
Yeah, I'm speaking about it.
Because I didn't know that she still
didn't come
through, right? So it's still a situation.
What event
going
was
back
it?
and forth.
Well,
first it was like, me and Jackie.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah, because we did that.
Yeah, you was there.
She was, yeah.
Oh, I'm
yeah, this was last, this was it this year? No, this was earlier this year.
It was earlier?
Yeah, earlier this year.
It's almost been a year.
Yeah, almost a year. Just didn't come to the event, so we kind of had to plan around it.
So y'all promoted it and everything?
Yeah.
Right. We spent money on food and,
It was a part of the intimacy.
Right.
It was a part of our show. And y'all were, at the, at Slate Lounge, at Slate.
Right.
On Liberty Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she didn't know.
A no show.
Yeah.
And I brought a cake for the event. Wound up having to take half of the damn cake.
That cake was the bomb, though. I'm not gonna
Where was the cake at? We didn't get any cake.
Y'all didn't? No. Oh my goodness.
That's okay. Brian got us some wings. We had some wings. But yeah, she didn't come, so that's crazy.
No, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. You know what's crazy?
But you know what? We would have called her 3 months before then. She blew up right at that time.
Yeah.
She really did. You know what I mean? But we still could check the flights. We know what they really
was. And that's the thing.
Yeah, she was in Miami. Yeah.
Right? And she said that she couldn't get a flight out. Well, I travel to Miami all the time. You never have a problem getting out of Miami. So.
No, she lied about the time. The last flight was always 10:40 every night. Yeah.
Well, either way, if that was the case, she still could be refunded.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
there's a guy at the mobility company. Come to find out that Jess Hilarious is his cousin. Family cousin. I was like, wow. But I never got into the whole, oh man, she's supposed to come to our event.
Right.
And then show up. I said, oh yeah. Wow, that's what's up.
Yeah, right.
That's what's up.
Believe me, she's from this city. She's eventually going to have to work with us.
Yeah, she got to support her own.
Well, you can't. I mean, being in
not
the line of work that she's in, you have to honor your commitment.
See, here's the thing. When I sing, write music, the whole 9 yards, working on a CD. So let's just say that I'm blessed and graced to actually be able to come up out of Baltimore.
Right.
I'm not gonna shit on people.
Right, exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? That I gotta see again.
That gotta support you too.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Because one thing about Baltimore, when we rock with you,
yeah, that's why I'm like, let me slap it.
You know,
Oh, finish.
When we rock with you, we rock with you. You know.